The sequence is all about love, joy, and recognizing the gifts from the universe. We're going to begin with Sukhasana, easy seated pose. If you need a cushion or a blanket to put underneath you to be more comfortable, please do so. At this moment, we're going to become aware of the breath. Take notice of the places between inhales and exhales. Notice the exact place and moment where the inhale becomes the exhale. They say that life is happening between breaths. Life is happening among the chaos, distractions, anxiety, and the constant adjustment to change. It's easy to forget that each moment truly is divine. Please know that this present moment is exactly where you're meant to be. Take a few more deep breaths, focusing on the natural spaces between inhales and exhales. Open yourself up to the guidance of your higher self, the cosmos, and all that is. And just in case no one has told you lately, you are enough. You are doing enough. You have accomplished enough for now. You are here, and that is something to be grateful for. When you look at yourself with only love, what do you see? From here, we're going to start cultivating the Ujjayi breath for our practice. This is commonly referred to as ocean breathing or Darth Vader breath. We'll begin by sealing the lips and breathing deeply through the nose, with a long exhale and a slight constriction of the throat, making the noise of an ocean wave. Ujjayi breath increases the amount of oxygen in the blood, builds internal body heat, relieves tension, encourages the free flow of prana, regulates blood pressure, builds energy, and detoxes the mind and body. From here, we're going to rise up to mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, we're going to lean to the right, half moon. Inhale, come back up to center, Tadasana. Exhale, we're going to half moon to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold, option to come to blocks instead of the ground. Take a deep breath here. Move organically and take what you need. On your next inhale, rise up to halfway lift, and exhale, we're going back down into forward fold. Take a deep breath here. And on your next breath, we're going to walk it into downward dog. Maybe your first one of the day. Making sure that your back is straight. Maybe there's a slight bend in your knees. Maybe your heels come to the ground, maybe they don't. We want to focus on a straight back here. One more breath in downward dog. We're going to walk feet to our hands for forward fold. Exhale, take a deep breath here. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a deep breath here, rooting yourself in the earth beneath you. Focus on the right side of your body and begin rooting yourself into your right leg and your right foot. Left foot kickstands a little bit. Inhale, we're going to rise to either the calf or the inner thigh. Tree pose, Vrikasana. Deep breath here. Maybe you have open branches. Maybe hands at heart center, Anjali Mudra. One more breath here. And release down to mountain pose. Take a breath to realign yourself and start focusing on the left side of your body. We're going to start rooting down into the left foot, right foot kickstands. On your next inhale, we're going to come up to tree pose, either at the calf or the inner thigh. Whatever hand variation you chose to take. On your last Srikasana, do so again here. Or maybe flow your branches freely, whatever you need. On your next exhale, we're going to come back down to the mat for mountain pose. And take a deep breath here to realign. Once again, root into your right side. Left foot comes up a little bit. We're going to go into Natarajasana, dancer's pose. Option to use a strap here. I'm going to demonstrate with a strap. So we're going to bring our left foot into our right hand, holding the inside of the foot. Take a deep breath. We're going to stand our foot into our hand. This is dancer's pose. Other hand comes up, open heart, shining. And if you're not quite able to grasp with your hand, you're just going to put your foot into the strap and kickstand into your strap. Less of a back bend. We're going to come back down to mountain pose and do that on the other side. So now we're going to root down in our right side. Left foot comes to kickstand. Capture the left foot in the right hand. And when you're ready, kickstand into your foot. Dancer's pose. Take a deep breath. Exhale. We're going to return back down to the mat for Tadasana. Take a deep breath here, palms shining out, heart is open. When you look at yourself with love, what are you seeing? From here, we're going to widen our stance a little bit. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, pelvis comes down, knees bend for goddess pose. Hands at Anjali Mudra. Take a breath here. Inhale, we're going to rise back up into mountain pose, Tadasana. Take a deep breath here. Once again, we're going to widen our stance. Our right foot is facing the front of the mat. Our left back foot is parallel to the short edge of our mat. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Making sure that your hips, headlights are facing straight forward, knees out, shoulders engaged. Deep breath here. Inhale. Just going to switch out our feet. Ba-doop, ba-doop. And exhale. Warrior two on the other side. Keep breathing here. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, come back to mountain pose. Inhale, arms come overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Once again, feel free to use blocks if you can't reach the floor. Take a deep breath here. And on your next breath, we're going to walk it out into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, left foot comes into the air for three-legged dog. Bend at the knee, stacking the hip bones on top of each other, getting a little twist in the spine. And left foot comes back down to the mat to meet the right. Downward facing dog, Adho Mudra Savasana. Deep breath, right foot comes into the air. Bend at the knee, stacking the hip bones, a little bit of a twist, detoxing the body. And exhale, floats back down to the mat, Adho Mudra Savasana. From here, we're going to either hop or walk to the front of our mat. Feet meet our hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come back to the mat. Deep breath. Feet push back into downward facing dog. We're going to begin curling the spine forward. Bending at the elbows. Chaturanga into upward facing dog. Option to take Sphinx if you're not trying to bend that much in your back. Deep breath here. We're going to swing our feet around and come into an easy seated pose. Okay, starting to feel your hearts beating, a little bit of warmth. Little Beatles quote, limitless, undying love, which shines around me like a million suns. Love will warm you up. Awesome. So now that you've taken a couple breaths here, we're going to get ready for Navasana, boat pose. I want you to bring your feet out front, knees bent, straight spine. We're going to begin leaning back a little bit. Not quite taking the feet off of the ground, keeping that spine integrity with a straight back. This is boat pose. If you don't want to go any further than this, that's totally fine. If you want to take it to the next level, raise your feet off the ground. Awesome. If you want to take it to the next level, straighten those legs. Take a deep breath here, and if you want to take it to the very next level, we're going to raise our arms overhead. Woo! Engaging that core, keeping that back strong. Boat pose, and exhale, release. We're going to return back down to the mat. Scoot our butt to our feet. Come down to the mat. Hands on either side of our hips. Get ready for bridge pose. Take a deep breath here. We're going to raise the hips into the air. Half bridge. Just feel it out here. Awesome. Deep breath. Back down to the mat. On our next one, we're going to go to a full bridge. Inhale, come up. We're going to clasp our hands, get our shoulders really underneath us. Deep breath, shine your heart. Bridge pose, awesome. And exhale, we're going to release back down to the mat. Inhale, rise, back up. We're going to get ready for our peak pose, which is wheel, the ultimate heart opener. So I'm going to have you lie on your back and with your fingers facing your shoulders. Put your hands on, place your palms onto the mat. We're going to begin by just coming up to the crown of the head, not putting any weight on the neck. And exhale, just right to here. Awesome. Come back down, making sure to come back to the mat, vertebra by vertebra. Awesome. If you are not ready to go into wheel pose, feel free to do bridge pose again, or sitting up, do a sitting back bend. All right. Next breath, push up into your wheel pose. Awesome. Focusing on eventually you're going to have your knees, legs straight. Whoop. Maybe your heels are on the ground, maybe they're not. Keep breathing here. Maybe you can put one leg in the air. Do a little can-can. One more breath in wheel pose. And we're going to exhale. Slowly bend those elbows, bringing the head, the shoulders, the middle back, the lower back, down to the mat. Awesome. Inhale. We're going to rise back up to seated pose. And the left leg comes behind, right leg forward. For pigeon pose. Option to grab a strap or use your hands for king pigeon. You want to grab like this. Perfect way to use a strap. Pulling it to your head. Or if you feel good enough, you can go to king pigeon. All right, or just, hang out. Hang out with your pigeon. Open heart. We're not going to sleep our pigeon just yet. One more breath here. Swing our left leg around to meet the right. Sukhasana. And right leg comes out behind. Left leg stays bent for pigeon pose. If you just stayed here, stay here. So you can fly your pigeon. Inhaling with the raise, exhaling with the lowering. Feel free to take whatever variation on this pigeon that you took on your last one. Now we'll take one more breath here. Now we're gonna come back down into seated pose. So we also did a couple of throat openers, which gets us ready for a little bit of chanting. So we're gonna release that Ujjayi breath and just return to the pranayama, focusing on your inhales and exhales. So the chant that we're doing today is Jai Guru Deva Om. Jai is hallelujah or praise, Guru teacher, Deva divinity, and Om oneness with the universe. My personal translation is praise to the divine teachings of the cosmos and my place within it. So we will sing Jai Guru Deva Om, Om, Om. And we'll do that 3 times. Inhale, sit tall. Jai Guru Deva Om, Om, Om. Jai Guru Deva Om, Om, Om. Jai Guru Deva Om, Om, Om. Know that love is the ultimate healer. And as the Beatles once said, love is old, love is new, love is all, love is you. From here, we're going to come to a thunderbolt pose. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, back to a neutral spine. And we're going to raise to the knees. Getting ready for Ustrasana, camel pose. Placing the hands on the small of the back. Inhale, exhale, baby back bend, little camel. Inhale, return back. We're going to do this one more time. If you do not feel ready to go into a full camel, just baby camel once again. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, release into camel pose. Shining your heart, smiling big, feeling that love and joy. Inhale, return to your knees. Exhale, return your sit bones back to the earth. Take a breath here, and we're going to exhale, push ourselves into Child's Pose Balasana. Interlace the fingers behind the back, really giving ourselves an open heart even though we're shining it to the earth. Inhale, we're going to raise back up to Thunderbolt. Take a breath. We're going to meet in tabletop pose. So we did a lot of back bends today, so we're going to counter that with some cat poses. Really curving your spine, allowing your head to hang. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, one more time. And inhale, return back to center. All right, we're gonna come back down to the mat. Hands come to ankles, and then pelvis comes into the air, rabbit pose. Inhale, rise up, and we're going to get ready for Savasana. Feel free to grab blankets, pillows, whatever you need.